Hi, this is Brian. Welcome back to another Heroic Plus One. In our last few Plus Ones, we've been talking about the law of cause and effect. We started with Michael Singer's wisdom. Then we went old school with Jesus and Epictetus, and I promised we'd talk about what modern science has to say about applying the basic idea of the law of cause and effect to the process of optimizing our lives. That's what we'll do today. But first, as we journey back from 2,000 years ago to today, let's pause briefly and see what another one of my favorite teachers had to say about the subject. In 1841, the great American philosopher Ralph Waldo Emerson wrote an essay called Compensation, in which he did his thing integrating wisdom from the East with our Western perspective. He tells us this, I quote, "Cause and effect, means and end, seed and fruit cannot be severed. For the effect already blooms in the cause, and the end pre-exists in the means, the fruit in the seed." End quote. There you go. The law of cause and effect one more time. Now, on to the science. Here's the short story. Research shows that people who can make the connection between the things they do and the energy, productivity connection they feel now are much more likely to actually do the things they say they want to do than people who don't make that connection. Michelle Segar calls it having the right why. In her great book, No Sweat, check out those notes, she tells us that people who succeed in consistently engaging in healthy behaviors like eating well, moving their bodies, and getting good sleep have concrete goals rather than abstract goals. When you ask people who actually do the things they know are best for them, they will essentially tell you that the reason they do them is to feel great now. Unfortunately, most of us, 75% of the people in her research, have abstract goals like getting healthier or losing weight. Now, those might be good reasons, but they're not effective reasons. As it turns out, Michelle tells us, and I quote, "The vast majority of the participants whose goals were weight loss and better health spent the least amount of time exercising overall, up to 32% less than those with other goals." Why? Because the people who actually did the things that were good for them made concrete connections between what they did and how they felt. They exercised to enhance the quality of their daily lives, to create a sense of well-being, a feeling of being energized and centered. They found a way to get immediate gratification out of their exercise, which is a lot more effective than pursuing some future abstract target. As Michelle tells us, and I quote again, "Human beings, it turns out, are hardwired to choose immediate gratification over long-term benefits." She describes the lose weight and get healthy goals as too fuzzy and abstract and clinical, and calls them the wrong why. When we lead with those whys, our exercise becomes a chore, which then leads to a failure. Who does chores with sustained enthusiasm? So, if you want to give yourself the best chance at getting more energized, productive, and connected by doing the things that will help you enjoy those fruits of your heroic behaviors, again, make the connection between what you do right now and how you feel right after. Then give yourself the gift of heroic levels of energy, productivity, and connection, the law of cause and effect. Let's use it and change our lives today.